You received in your packets the, yeah, let's go over.
Councilmembers Hammond.
Here.
Watson.
Here.
Cole. Here. Carter.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Miller.
Here. Matt, you received in your packets a copy of the minutes from the last work session and council meeting. Any additions or corrections? Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
Mayor, motion to approve the minutes submitted by the clerk.
Thank you, sir. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second. Wait, Councilwoman Hope.
Motion and second. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Under unfinished business, collection of sales, use, and lease taxes. You got it. You got it.
What do we need? Yeah, but if they're ready.
Okay, we had a presentation last week, last meeting from RDS and from State Revenue, Alabama Department of Revenue. Okay, do we have a motion to move forward, accepting which agency to collect our taxes?
Mayor, could I speak?
Yes, sir.
Listen at the discussion that we had at the last meeting concerning this. Third, they worked real good together in the end of the state. They present a very good case. I think we need to relook at this and to talk with both firms again to see where we are. I personally need some more information about this, but both presented very good track records. But I think we have a little time, and who's the one who's president? Alitex, and we need to relook at the service again, what they're giving, and compare with the state tax collector, State Department of Revenue, and then hopefully by the next council meeting, see if we're ready to act on it. This is just my first opinion about that. I have no questions.
Y'all give us a grace period if necessary.
Anyone in disagreement with this? Okay, we'll refer this until the next meeting.
And any specific information or the council members would share with us, so that we try to make whatever information available.
All right, thank you. Item 2 is ordinance, the second reading, speed limit on Old Montgomery Highway.
Mayor, can I speak to this?
Yes, sir.
I wrote a letter back on May the 14th and sent it to the residents and the business people that we had on file. And I boldly made a mistake that's in bold black, and I put that the date of the meeting was Monday, May 22nd at 3 p.m. What I would ask for today would be that we would listen to those that are in attendance from the Old Montgomery Highway area, those that are for or against an increase in the speed limit, and that once we heard these people, that we would table this into the next meeting. So basically what I'm asking for is to hear from those residents that are here that would like to speak.
Is anyone here that would like to speak to the change of the speed limit from 25 miles an hour to 35 miles an hour on Old Montgomery Highway? Anyone like to speak in favor of? Okay. Yes, ma'am. You raise your hand?
Not in favor.
Not in favor. Okay. Anyone in favor of it would like to speak? Yes, ma'am.
How do you have a business on it? Yeah.
Hazel, I've never known you to be at a loss for words.
Hazel owns a daycare center on Old Montgomery Highway, been there for,
I really on the Bell Loop,
yes, ma'am,
you know, but we enter and exit from, to the Old Montgomery Highway.
yes, ma'am.
25 is too slow. It just crowds up traffic. We can't get the cars in and out of there. When you're going and coming, 25. It needs to be up to at least 35, if not 40.
Okay. Anyone else to speak in favor of raising the speed limit? Anyone to speak against raising the speed limit? Yes, ma'am.
As a resident of Old Montgomery Highway, I live at 408, which is directly across from Hillcrest Baptist Church.
Hillside.
Hillside, thank you.
Right next door to Mr. Hicks.
Yeah, right next door to Mr. and Mrs. Hicks. We have great difficulty sometimes turning into our driveway because people are going so quickly, speeding on the road as it is. My fear is if you raise the speed limit, they will take that as a permission if it's 35 to go 45. And I know that's a fallacy, but that's the personal mentality. And before any movement is going, I'd really like to hear the police chief's opinion of it. What is, how would raising, and I think 35, can I just speak frank?
Sure.
I've participated in city council meetings where things have come where it's already been decided and we come and it's like, we just have to put our stamp and say we did it. And if it's already gonna be raised, let me just say 35 is too high. If you're gonna raise it, consider 30. And if it needs to go higher by the daycare, that's one thing. I don't know how many housing is down there, but by our section where the housing is, 35 is far too fast. It is a hazard. People walk on that road with their animals. There's no walking path. They walk on the road. And we have to share the road with the walkers. So I don't know what the council's plan is. I don't know if this is a done deal or if you really are seriously taking our word for it. But in the letter that was sent, there was a non-scientific study done. I see on the study, on your agenda today, that this is the second reading. But his letter that we received was our first notification of any consideration of it. And that's why we're here today, and I will come to all meetings because it directly affects us, and I'm deeply concerned. This is my mom, Trudy Smith. She resides with me.
I also would like to be against it because, as my daughter was saying, pulling into our drive, there are many times where we have almost been rear-ended because people are going 40 miles an hour now.
Plus,
I understand that a daycare has problems with cars coming and going, but that is a problem no matter what the speed limit is, because families come, when they're able to. And a lot of them come at the same time because works are closing at the same time. But right now, I would, as my daughter said, be interested to hear what the police chief says, because every time we have a police officer stationed across the street by the church, slowing traffic down, we go over and thank them, because there are many times when there have been near accidents with the people walking and jogging. So that's just something to consider, and I hope you will.
I was nearly hit just checking my mail at one point. I mean, it's a concern.
Anyone else to speak against it?
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment.
Yes, sir.
Mayor Willis was on the council whenever I brought up the speed limit change and had scientific data that people do feel 10 miles over the speed limit is justified and they're right.
And they do it.
And they do it because that's, it's scientific proof, so it's not a fallacy, right? It is true.
Well, it may be that we won't get ticketed for 10 miles an hour, and that may be the fallacy, but that's our mentality. So if you raise it to 35, they're going to start going 45, and then if everybody's driving 45, then when you're in a hurry, you're driving 50.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
what I'd like to do is, I'm going to a city